Blessed morning. Quick video. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Take what resonate, what does, what doesn't. I'm up this morning and I'm watching a couple of videos. Well, a couple of videos caught my attention. One video was about education. The other video was about our food here in America. I want to start this by saying America is a commerce state, commerce country. Commerce is about business. Commerce is about import export. Commerce is about a working field of people. Okay, this is America. We are the piggy bank that funds other countries. We are the piggy bank that fund wars through our taxes. We're taxed on everything that we do here. We're taxed on our income. We're taxed on the things that we purchase. We're taxed on everything because that's the way the world is made, right? The United States, anyway. I want to combine our educational system and our food system, and the FDA, whoever. Education, we get the basics of the basics here in America. Majority, I should say, majority get the basics of the basic when it comes to education. We have enough information, enough knowledge when we leave school to go and get a job at some corporate company, right? A lot of us are going to be labor workers, understand me? And a lot of us at this point in time in our lives, it's a good thing that we are labor workers because AI is finna come and take a lot of corporate jobs. A lot of blue collar jobs, AI is finna come take a place of. So if you are a labor worker, well, you might be in a better position in this day and age. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Education. We have the basics of education. If you look at education over in China, for an example, if you look at the education system in China versus the one here in America, the ones over in China are way above what we are here in America. Um, with that being said, I want to move on to our food products. A lot of our food products, are banned in other countries because of the ingredients that we use in our foods over here in America. I won't say no names. I was looking at a video and she ran through quite a bit of it. We understand what's bad and what's good for us. Why I say that? Because we have organic foods. We have organic ingredients. So we know what type of intake we should be taking in and what we shouldn't. None of us are illiterate to this. I wasn't gonna say none of us, but some of us are not illiterate to this. So we're aware of what we should be taking. See, everything is about choice. Education is about choice. Anything that you choose to put in your body is by choice. So even though we have the basics of education, even though our foods are bad for us, we have a choice to do these things, to use these things. We have the choice to educate ourselves. We have the choice of what we put in our system. So we can't really blame the FDA. We can't blame the educational system. We can change it. We can change it by being aware. We can change it by informing people of what's going on to make the changes that need to be made. Looking at the United States, going back to saying the United States is a commerce country. Commerce is about business once again. We're overpopulated for one. When you look at those that run this country, they play chess. They don't play checkers. They look at the long game. The long game is this. Eventually, we're going to be overpopulated. Think about the baby booming era. Babies born, rapidly. People, producing. So, what are we going to do with all these people? Well, and this might sound kind of harsh, but this is my opinion, and that's all it is. What are we going to do with all these people as the time goes on? We can't just kill them. Let's poison them slowly. Let's make them sick to where their life expectancy isn't long. Let's make it to where they die off early. Let's make it to where after they're done working, understand me, after we use them, we they eventually, evaporate. They die off. You know what I'm saying? People get sickly. We don't have that longevity of life expansion like we used to have. People living up to what, 60s, 70s, maybe 80s on a good day. We're dying off rapidly. Understand the food that we're taking in, how it affects us, how it affects our children. So the things that we take in, right? All this food with all this poison in it and so forth. We pass that on genetically through our children, right? Our children come out sick. Our children come out with mental problems. Our children come out with physical problems. And this is because of what we put inside our bodies, our food. Again, do your own research. Food here in the United States are banned from going to other countries. And why? Because of that reason. It's like medication, right? Let's think about medication. They give us all this medication for those that need it, and we take these medications for a extended amount of time. Well, that medication, whatever it may be, is going to be in your system. It's going to be in your system. So when you have children, that's going to transfer over into that embryo. Now that embryo might grow up with a disability. That embryo might grow up to have mental problems. So understand that everything we put in our body, we transfer it over to our children. What does that do? That makes the next culture, that makes the next work groups of works or whatever. I don't know how to say it, but it makes the next people here in the United States just that much weak. They make a weaker people. People are not strong like they used to be. You understand? You look at the old days, old guys growing old, they strong, 60, 70, 80 years old, still out there belling hay, out there working hard with these right here. You understand what I'm saying? Once upon a time, we were strong people. But what they have created now is a nation of weak people. You understand what I'm saying? Women not having children like they used to due to the intake that they put in their body, the food, the drinks, the alcohol, whatever. Women not having children like they used to. The men, sperm count is lower. You understand what I'm saying? So this is all a plan. This is all what need to be done due to population control. They keep their workers, they educate their workers as far as they need to be educated. Then they go into a poisoning system. Excuse me, I'm going to just say it raw as I can say it. You know what I'm saying? You go into a poisoning system with the food that you intake, that eventually you'll die off sooner than later. You know, and as you get older, you have all these problems. One thing I'm gonna say, because I am getting older as well, you know, that affects us all, is the ingredient aspartame. Aspartame is a artificial sweetener that they put in just about, I'll say 50 cent plus, and there's probably more than that, of our ingredients of what we eat, right? Coffee, aspartame. They try to make sugar to be out this big problem, but they put aspartame in place of sugar, and aspartame is a leading cause of memory loss. So when you look at dementia, when you look at Alzheimer's, in my opinion, aspartame would be one of the cause of it. They won't tell you that because that's not the way it's supposed to be told. But if you look into it for yourselves and see what aspartame is a contribute to as far as your mental health goes, it leads in a direction that I'm speaking of. I just want to get on here and make this quick video. I felt compelled to talk about it. It's my opinion again. I would advise anybody to do your own research. Y'all stay blessed and be well today.